Good morning. This is Herman Tiu Laurel or Kamentong with you again this morning of June 22nd, 2022, a Thursday, to debunk, expose, criticize, oppose disinformation from the Western media and their local American boys or Amboys. Last June 21st, 2022, in the US-oligarchy controlled Philippine Star, the outgoing Amboy Department of Foreign Affairs Secretary, Teodoro Locsin, again lied for his American masters. In a news headline, quote, Locsin, Japan key versus death trap, US Freedom Guardian, unquote. Locsin claimed that, quote, Sri Lanka had been cited as a country that has fallen into China's death trap diplomacy due to loans from China to build the Hambantota Port after the country defaulted and subsequently gave a 99-year lease to China in lieu of payment, unquote. As we are showing you now in a chart from DW, a German news source, China's low interest rate loans to Sri Lanka constitute only 10% of Sri Lanka's total debt. Take a look below. Commercial market borrowings constitute 47%, mostly from Western and developed countries' banks. That comprise the real burden of Sri Lanka's debt. Locsin repeats the lie of the Western media and its propaganda. The real scholar of China Third World engagement, including the immense benefit China's loans have been for the poorest of the poor among the developing nations, is Deborah Brottingham, an American scholar, who wrote the in-depth book entitled, quote, The Chinese Debt Trap is a Myth, unquote. And she debunked all the black propaganda against China's development assistance to third world countries. The truth about the Hambantota project in Sri Lanka is that the original proponent was the Canadian International Development Agency, or CIDA, and it commissioned Canadian engineering company SNC Lavalin and then Danish consultant Ramboll, and both found the project feasible. President Mahinda Rajapaksa sought China's financial assistance for low interest rate loans, and this has nothing to do with Sri Lanka's debt problem. Sri Lanka's debt burden comes from 47% of its total foreign debt from high interest market borrowings, as the chart below shows. ADB, Japan, the World Bank, and others also have loans to Sri Lanka. So Locsin, parroting the Western media, barefacedly lies when he claims Sri Lanka's debt trap is due to China's Hambantota Port project loans. Successive Sri Lankan governments have continued to rely on China's beneficent financial support to tide over its recurrent financial crisis. Shame on you, Amboy Locsin.